Hey there, gang. You looking to buy Save the World for Christmas? Or maybe you already have Save the World and you just decided that you want to get started and maybe play a little bit? Alright, well, if you're a new player, or if you had Save the World and you never wanted to try it and you're kind of confused on a lot of things about it, I'm here to help you out with that. So let's get to it. In Fortnite Save the World, you're able to play as different heroes belonging to each unique class with abilities. There's four types of hero classes that can be played. First up, we got your soldiers. They're really good for combat focused ranged weapons. Basically any guns, shotties, ARs, you name it. They're good for buffing weapons. So yeah, they're really good for guns. They do damage. And if you're wondering why you're looking at Renegade Raider without her hat, it's because you can use the Renegade Raider as a soldier in here. She is a soldier. Next up, we got your constructors. Your constructors are building focused with hardware weapons. They have certain abilities where they're really good for defending bases and things like that if you're on a defensive mission, so on and so forth. Next up, we got the Haya Wata Hui. We got the ninjas. You know what I'm saying? Ninjas are good for combat focused melee weapons. They're really good for melees. That's their specialty. So if you want to pair them up with any type of melee weapon, they do just fine. Not a lot of ninjas have the same ability. Depends on what hero you get. But you know, they are mainly good with melee weapons. And last but certainly not least, we have the freaking Outlanders, man. They're good for exploration and resources. They're very good for farming. They do some of them have abilities where they can, you know, they're good with pistols, where they can, you know, buff pistols or whatever. You can get pistol damage buffs, but they're mainly good with farming. They have a little teddy bear as like a little assistant. Next question you might want to ask yourself: where can I get more heroes? How do I get more heroes? Um, you can get more heroes by either completing missions, doing your story quest line, and you'll eventually unlock other heroes over time. But you can also gain heroes from, if you head over to the llama shop, you can also get heroes from the llamas, opening llamas using your tickets, holiday llamas, or the event shops, item shop here. With gold, you can purchase heroes as well, and weapons, schematics, whatever, you know, whatever you need. Now, does the hero rarity matter? Yes, kind of, sort of. Depends. I mean, if you're fresh and brand new, obviously you're gonna have like some green heroes. You're gonna have some uncommon and blue heroes, or whatever the case may be. But obviously, you want legendary and/or mythic heroes because you know you get more health and shield. And yeah, um, and when you're playing, you might have some abilities locked. That's because you need to level those heroes up. You know, get their power level up so you can unlock those other abilities that you want to use. But anyway, we're gonna get into some gameplay so I can show you what heroes are best for certain missions. Okay, missions like encampment missions are these little husk spawns here. Spawn a bunch of husks and you just kill them, and you get a reward once you defeat all the husks that come out of the spawn. So best heroes I would recommend using for these type of missions are soldiers, which is what I am now, and ninjas. Those are like the top two you want to use, since all you're doing is killing things.
There it is.
So
Take
yeah,
out the enemies to clear the encampment.
so best heroes you want to use for certain missions would be soldiers and ninjas for destroying encampments. Soldiers and ninjas, or you could use an outlander. Depends. That's fine too. But mainly it's ninjas and soldiers for eliminate and collect. Last but not least, rescue survivors. Soldiers and/or ninjas are very good here as well. So those heroes are probably the best for those missions. So as ninjas, they all have passive double jumps, so you can double jump freely as many times as you want. Takes no energy, costs nothing, and Excuse you, sir. I'm doing a video here. Thanks. Anyways, so yeah, ninjas, they have double jump passive. They infinitely, and also tip, ninjas don't take fall damage. So you can jump from the highest point and you won't take any fall damage. As a constructor hero, the best missions you want to use for those guys will be fight the storm, ride the lightning, retrieve the data for damn sure. And if you progress further, you'll get repair the shelter. You want to bring those guys. Deliver the bomb. Yeah, you could bring a constructor if you want. If you got a team. But yeah, I'd say. Launch the rocket for sure. Definitely bring a constructor. Because they're all defensive missions. All these missions I'm telling you guys are just all defensive missions. Alright, after running around for a good like 2 minutes, I found the freaking Atlas. Constructor. This is how I usually build my little defense right here. Build my little pyramid. Edit these just like this. I don't know why my confirm is being dumb right now. But yeah, usually you want to upgrade these, get them all upgraded, and every constructor has a thing called base. So you place a floor down, you put this right down, right on top of the build, and boom, it'll just fortify and keep everything strong, nice and strong, maintained. So then when you're ready to start the mission, you'll be good to go. Like the music? Yeah. The missions you want to use Outlanders for are resupplies. Definitely, it's just you're just stocking up and getting loot. Bring Outlander anywhere. If you're just only farming, you could bring them anywhere. But for main missions, resupply. There's Outlanders always. They have this passive where if you smack something 5 times, you'll get this little glow on your body right here, and you'll be able to see things through walls. Can't see anything through walls right here because I'm not near anything. Take a walk. Let's take a walk downtown. Let's take a nice fucking stroll down here. So now that I have this glow, I can see any searchable items through walls. So that's a chest down there. It's a blue chest. So right there, look. You can only see things through walls when you have your pickaxe out, mind you. So as long as you have your pickaxe out, you have this buff. But when you swap to a weapon or anything, you lose it. So most Outlanders have, I think they all have this passive where they have their punch, where they farm things. This is like the fastest and best way to farm materials. Certain materials that you need from cars, trees, you name it. Right? So there's a purple chest up there, right? Now as soon as I swap to my weapon, I can't see it anymore. It's gone. Do the pickaxe 5 times. There it is again, but I just swapped the weapon, so it just disappeared. But yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. Not to mention, if you're just going for farming, you don't have to get the out of here, man. Damn. Okay, so if you're going out farming and you just need materials and stuff, and you're trying to like upgrade things, or you're trying to get a lot of stuff, and you're missing a bunch of things, all you gotta do is load into a mission and just punch a bunch of stuff, punch anything you need depending on what areas you go into. If you want those certain materials, you farm them up for as long as you need to. Basically, go to a mission that doesn't have a timer. So find the Atlas, ride the lightning, or any other mission that doesn't require a certain time limit. So that way you can just stay in there as long as you want and punch a bunch of things. And then when you're done, you can just back out and leave the mission. Yo, excuse you. Thank you. You can just back out and leave the mission, and you won't lose any of the materials and anything you farmed, anything you looted, any chest, anything. You will keep it all as soon as you back out. Then you can just redo it over and over again if you're just farming. Oh look, purple birdie. Anyways, That's all I gotta say for Outlanders. Well, with that being said, overall, I told you each missions to use for certain heroes. Keep in mind, you know, as you go along and unlock the other different sections of the world, things will get harder and things, you'll start getting other crazier missions that you haven't seen before, like fight the storm with two things you got to defend. There'll be three, sometimes four, but that's even higher. um that's when you got to take into consideration on what heroes you want to bring for those missions so you can beat them efficiently. So just keep that in mind. But if you're just having fun with it and you want to explore and experiment with those heroes, feel free to do so in Stonewood, which is your first little section of the world, and get out there and fuck up some huss, man. Merry freaking Christmas. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Hope you found this video helpful, and a like and a comment is always appreciated. If you got any questions about any heroes, anything else about this topic, please feel free to share it in the comments because I read comments. Uh, Also, use code Rose7 Item Shop to support me. I appreciate that a lot. And I will see you on the next one. Merry Christmas.